Yeah. So Josh Anderson, I had the speed. Like I knew he was fast, but not that fucking fast.
And
like,
big.
Holy
He's
shit.
big.
And lays the body. Yeah. Were you guys nervous when he went and hit the boards there last night? I nearly crapped my pants. Yeah, but
yeah.
And then when I think it was Claude Julien said, "Yeah, there's nothing to it" in the press conference.
Well,
just
Mike,
he wanted to give other guys a
Mike
chance
had
to
told.
play. Yeah.
So to prove your point, Mo, because in our last episode, to give you some context, Matt, Mo told Mike that I can get a little irrational at times with my Habs thoughts, and to prove irrational, yeah, to prove my point, to prove his point, I texted Mike last night at one point and I said, "Is Josh Anderson okay?" And apparently it was Gallagher who told the press that as he was giving his Zoom call, Anderson was in the background making him laugh the whole time, which I guess is a good sign. So I'd love to know what he was doing.
Yeah. What a trade that was. Like, oh my God.
Fucking Henderson, man, what a horse, though, eh?
Yeah.
What an absolute horse. Like he's Lindros-esque, if you will. Like, I mean, that sounds sacrilege to probably Philadelphia Flyers fans and all that, but like the size and speed combination, man, like that's hard to beat when you're that have that much physical prowess and you're fast as well too, and you got a cannon of a shot. Fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Give me 56 games and more of that. Absolutely.
Yeah. And the aggressiveness, but like what Mo said there, going into the boards, he's done that a few different times, like in the Leafs game and the Oilers game, both. He's flying at guys trying to smash them. Like, I love the aggressiveness, but part of me is like, dude, just like 1/16 off.
Yeah.
Don't fucking kill yourself out there in game one and
shoulder,
two.
boy.
I think it was John that said that it seems like John, was that you that said it seems like he's all in? Like he's to everything.
Nothing seems to faze him at all. Like he just doesn't seem bothered by anything. Like it's just, it's so refreshing. He's like Carey Price in that sense, but just a bit more of an animal. Like, you know what I mean? Like, because he has to be, you know what I mean? It's just, that's what I want. I want guys like that.
And he's completely committed to the game. You know, like he's so, like John had said on, I think it was the podcast, and we have so many different mediums of content now, like Twitter, and I can't remember if he said it on the podcast or on Twitter, but he's bought into the Montreal Canadiens game, and he's doing exactly what he needs to be doing. Scared the living crap out of me when he ran into the boards yesterday, but he's okay, you know, and it's exciting. I always knew that Josh Anderson was a good player. I hated playing against him, but I never knew much about him when he was playing other teams. To see him now, I'm just like, holy crap, we did get something special here. So it's exciting.
It's the same show it off, too. First game, sniped one, then he beats Tavares Wise. Like, first game of the season, shows the fan base what he's got.
Mm-hmm.
He also seemed particularly annoyed after the loss to the Leafs. Like, you know, first game of the season, you know, you lose in overtime on the road. Like, ordinarily, like, what's the big deal, right? But he kind of made a point of saying, like, we can't do that. Like, we can't let that happen again. And it was just like, okay, like, who's this guy? You know what I mean? And that wasn't coming from Weber. It wasn't coming from Price. It was coming from the new guy. Yeah. It's like, okay, you know, it's more of that, please. And exactly. You know, honestly, like what's not to like? And like I said, that trade could end up being one of Bergevin's best moves. Like, honestly, there's a lot riding on it, I think, given that how long his contract is, et cetera, and of course his shoulder and all that. But I'm not too concerned. I mean, I don't know. I think we're going to get a lot out of him.
People are going to get a real look at what Josh Anderson brings on the other side of the coin when he's facing off against Brady Tkachuk, because he's all speed and finish right now, and obviously trying to throw the body, but people are going to see he's fucking for real once he faces off against a guy like Brady Tkachuk.
I cannot wait for that, man.
You guys, tell me more. Tell me more. What am I to expect here?
He just won't back down, and he can handle his own. So how is, like, as Brady Tkachuk, I mean, at such a young age, one of the toughest guys in the league. Like, anytime he's dropped the mitts, he's handled himself. But the same can be said about Josh. and they're both huge guys, and Anderson won't take it. It'll be hard fought, and we've got what, 9 or 10 times.
We got
two pieces of like titanium, just bashing sharp titanium when it comes to Brady Tkachuk, because he's annoying as shit. But yeah, I mean, I think Matt, that's a brilliant point, man. I didn't even think of that until now. I cannot wait for that. Yeah. And you got Matthew over there in Calgary as well too. I mean, just there's so many matchups I'm looking forward to seeing. What bringing out the measuring stick when it comes to Josh Anderson. And I think, man, Brady Tkachuk's a good one, Matt. I like that.
That clip was from my sit down with the boys from the From Failing Hands podcast. A link to their podcast is down in the description, and if you want to watch my full sit down with them, that link is down there as well.